sorry. H1Bs come.
H1Bs, okay.
Then the advantage counter plan. Alright, then Russia BN is last.
Oh, so after the advantage counterclaim, what you got?
Russia.
Russia, okay.
And alright, and let's put the overshoot on top. So overshoot, competitiveness.
On the very top, okay. Overshoot, competitiveness,
Jobs.
energy,
H1Bs. Advantage counter plan. Russia. Alright, everybody good? We still sell boring alternative energy overcomes it. They also have cleaner lifestyles, not competitiveness, impact towards brain drain. If they don't come here, you can't tell us again. Each other, you're going to catch up there. Evidence for warrantless or rice evidence that kids are suffering wrath and brain drain. Immigrants are overwhelmingly because they have the most patents and the most advanced degrees. They create the most jobs and the best businesses in the United States, like Google, Intel, etc. All intent evidence says that other countries are doing tons of things to attract foreign entrepreneurs. If the U.S. does not attract foreign immigrants, our entrepreneur culture will collapse, which means the economic dance all of that sort of piece will lose. We lose this edge. Triple impacts, US and Germany would collapse. Their evidence is literally warrantless. That was the argument cameras making cross-section would solve create inevitable businesses, no risk of deportation or teaching requirements because the category is clear because they have to investment requirement, also requirement they have to hire Americans, which means we will overcome this H1B thing. Even if that's true, the innovation is key and creating the business is key, not who they hire. Jobs. Our evidence is pretty phenomenal. The question whether they solve job differences from an op-ed from a qualified venture capitalist investor who says it will lead to a bunch of new jobs in America, stimulates demand, obviously spills over, and solves bioterrorism, terrorists, or not sure Al-Qaeda and other countries seeking up today, or crazy how it also solves the Russian advantage because it would stimulate demand for things like oil, which would spill over and solve Russia's economy. Energy. We are not past the climate progress state answer to the analytical weakness made and let's try to produce answer or the climate sensitivity of the planet twice sensitivity I never skip this president overshoot not there's possibility versus clear. Even if you accept their analysis committee will not the others do not know how long we can shoot overshoot their 350 that answers are not past the ring argument. Additionally, appears some evidence indicates numerous data proof and scientific consensus proof warming is happening and it will be catastrophic. Our Berg evidences will trigger every internal link leading to massive nuclear wars or Heisenberg evidences and independent the oil impact which has been conceded no impact defense. It also says that there will be massive runaway warming as the permafrost melts. The Vanderbilt evidence concerns or heat that we funnel into alternative energy. That is the only way to get the lab technology from the lab to the market. H1Bs. Permutation to both obviously would still link because people would get an H1B and then they would get a startup visa, so you'd obviously link to the brain drain game, but it won't go to real estate. They've conceded that it will revive all startups like creating the critical mass evidence of the 1AC. Also, real estate evidence is not supposed the bubble popped or fell. Evidence circumvents all your source code because it says no requirements means you can let anyone in who was an H1B at any point ever, even if they were totally stupid, or if economy means that will inevitably be filled by a bunch of bloomers or Kumar evidence says lots of people not qualify for the H1B because it requires a college degree. That means Bill Gates would not be able to come and found this country the Google founder. Also, they will not bail out. They will not be allowed to leave because once they raise the money, they'll have invested in the business they'll want to stay here. Also, employer visa lack of the green card. All evidence indicates all the H1Bs already here are obviously terrible. They're not the innovative people because they've basically become indentured servants to people. Also, bureaucratic delays and crackdowns. Do you want me to read this?
Yeah.
You don't solve episode 9. They laying out the metal, magistrate paperwork, the actual matter of the rules out, audits, investigations, covered, I've never seen kind of corrective business in immigration lawyer, and any mistake you should have to these classmates sorted out how to government service qualified to treat them from one idea. Somebody's requiring, for example, the founder has raised $250,000 of viability entrepreneurs at age 9. The main development termination for the struggle, get off the ground, license whether they get the most from the venture capital back and go down to the so company can struggle these steps required to surveil a foreigner. As promising entrepreneur level venture capital community will ensure the limits only not entrepreneurs with enough capital get started now. The next argument is that
only they link to fraud.
Only they link to fraud. That's the Feld 9 evidence. But that's the argument they made on the case. Without any kind of investment requirement, that means they're just going to be really terrible. All right.
And the real estate thing, they don't go to real estate. Kumar evidence says.
Yeah, Kumar evidence says they're not going to go into real estate because A, the real estate bubble popped in because B, tax more lucrative. Advantage kind of
Just for marriage.
And they do it for marriage. All right, advantage kind of plan. No immigrants mean you not solve competitiveness. You have to. It also means you do not score warming advantage. You can see it if you see evidence from the 1AC that indicates that immigrants are key to solve warming because they create a multiplicity of perspectives. expected to bring knowledge from around the globe and aggregate in the United States in order to having truly innovative solutions. Also, consider that if it's invented in other countries, i.e. these immigrants stay over there, the United States will not be able to get into IP restrictions. Also, the culture argument that was extended above now, extended discrimination to both, it would result enough in net benefit because result enough in net benefit, and by here also they are not winning a massive link to the brain drain. Also, there's not a built insolvency deficit. The government is too slow. They're mired in bureaucracy, which means they are not able to pick winners. Even all your solvency evidence is not supposed to how it's planned, how the counterplay would actually work in the real world. So how it might work on paper and geoengineering fails very seven. Would you rather reduce yourself to division to be suggested that a geoengineer a solution to climate change for madness? The geoengineer is the worst approach to fail suddenly hold down the consequence that way. The potential benefits will know or nothing by a boondoggle. Let it be released to other organics to maybe come to clean the deep ocean ecosystem further Earth is finally home unbelievably complex. Now, the next argument is price would lead to a massive amount. Price would lead to a massive amount of lobbying. No one would know what to do. The government would randomly distribute money elsewhere. It means that they would pick the wrong solution. So even if they're winning, they pick the right solutions. It would still lead to networks of alternative energy. Now they can't concentrate knowledge that was extended above. Also, the beast is not useless. It's key to getting people here and having venture capital that will be able to solve in the short term. They can see the evidence that's key to getting a critical mass of new prospective tax credits. Would not be able to overcome the solve. They funneled to old projects. Means even if the Western counterplans all the fact that inclusion of tax credits means the old technology still the United States still viewed as a dumping ground, which means we don't solve.
Their authors concede that we're
Their authors concede that we're key. That's the last evidence I see. Russia. Cross-pollinate jointly evidence that economic collapse did not cause economic collapse, not Cold War. They consider solve these economy spills over peak oil, obviously turns because of a Jack Russian economy. We solve spillover, solves warming. Russia's not solving warm, also concluded solve the Russian economy very bad. What most people mean by modernization, very different Russian concept of stable and focus. The nanosecond innovation standard that government build block that British economy cannot work in winners, not something the government to do with the economy needs. You open markets free thinking entrepreneurs, solid prolific Russia is characterized by widespread but not ubiquitous corruption and scientific safety period with country flush shift to economy was on high experience because Russians show that national programs affect whether economy is limited now. The other evidence indicates no one wants to invest in Russia now. Means even if these reforms are coming, if solved, and if they are reforms, that means the start of peace alone. Track them away now. The Russian economic collapse is empirically denied by the Soviet Union. That was a massive collapse. Also, it won't overcome U.S.-Russian relations to track Japan. The tectonic runs conclude from Silicon Valley all be part of the Republic pathology. That's proof of the scale. There is no real criticism of the Kremlin miscalculation. Would not have it as a result of that. Now, the link terms, we have two Maloff evidence and strategy evidence indicates it creates a cultural know-how and investment. They come to the United States and invest back in Russia. It solves in the short term by overcoming the reforms and allowing them to bridge the complex Russian system that is preventing investment now.